I called that the Clippers trade for James Harden was going to be bad for them, and I knew that they was going to struggle, but I didn't think it was going to be this bad. I'm just going to keep it 100. I did not think it was going to be this bad. It was already bad enough that the Clippers already lost at home to a Grizzlies team with no John Morant, no Steven Adams, no Brandon Clark, and you lose that game at home. And Jaren Jackson Jr. had a horrific game, and you still lose that game. So you would think that after that game, the Clippers would take that as motivation and really find it within themselves to play within the game and become a team and come together so that way they can string some wins together. But instead, what we saw was they beat up on the Spurs. They won the game against the Rockets. So that gave the Clippers a false sense of confidence. They beat the Dallas Mavericks, right? But then they turn around and lose to the goddamn on Denver Nuggets. Now, if you didn't watch the game last night, you would have possibly not have known that Jokic didn't play, Jamal Murray didn't play. Matter of fact, he's still out. And Aaron Gordon didn't play last night. But there were two people that did. There were two people that did play last night. One of them was this guy, Reggie Jackson. So what you see on the thumbnail is not a typo. That's not a typo. He led everybody last night with 35 points. He led everybody with 35 last night. A 35-point double-double. What's up, Rasheed? For Reggie freaking Jackson, a.k.a. Crunchy Black. He wasn't the only guy last night. That went out there and balled the fuck out. And the other guy was a former Clipper, long-time Clipper, Lob City at that, right? What if I told you, hold on. Where is it at? Matter of fact, I'm gonna share my screen with y'all. Because I can only show you better than I can tell you. I can only show you better than I can tell you. What if I told you last night that DeAndre freaking Jordan, a guy that a lot of us thought that was done, he was washed. What if I told you that he had a 21-point double-double last night? What would you say to that? Huh? Now, mind you, no Jokic, no Jamal Murray, no Aaron Gordon. The Clippers were pretty much fully healthy. That's right. The usual suspects played: Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Kawhi, and Paul George. Right? They all played last night. Denver Nuggets were shorthanded. The Clippers was at full strength. You would have thought the Clippers would have ran away with this game. Instead, they lose to the fucking Nuggets. How do you lose to the Nuggets at home without their three best fucking players? Mm-mm-mm. You know that Steve Ballmer got to be real pissed at this. Steve Ballmer got to be real pissed at this, that the fact that the Clippers, a team that had championship aspirations, you lose at home to a short-handed Denver Nuggets team? Mm-mm-mm. Man, they down bad. They down bad. And you know what? The Clippers, you guys are dumb as fuck for trading for James Harden. For the 76ers, they went out last night and beat the bricks off the goddamn Lakers, 138-94. Beat the bricks off the Lakers. So, as I said before, when they made that trade, the 76ers did, it was an addition by subtraction. That's right. Trading away James Harden was the best thing the Philadelphia 76ers could do. And now it's the Clippers' problem. Or yeah, hey, you right. You right. Hey, you absolutely right. Steve Ballmer is going to clean house. Starting from Lawrence Frank on down. Lawrence Frank on down. All you guys get in the booth. Because this is inexcusable. This is inexcusable. You let DeAndre fucking Jordan go off on you last night. Look at his stat line. 21 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. You let DeAndre Jordan and Reggie fucking Jackson go off on you last night. Hey man, hey man, hey, I don't want nobody telling me nothing but this team, man. I told Ticket that the Clippers were not going to make the playoffs, and I stand by that. I stand by that. The Clippers will not make the playoffs. This is a colossal, and I mean a colossal failure on their part. You mean to tell me you got 4 guys that possibly could make the Hall of Fame, $400 million between the 4 of them, and they're not going to make the fucking playoffs? Mm-mm-mm. Hey, that stinks. That stink. That really stinks. James Harden, in the previous game, had 9 points in 37 minutes. This game, because he wasn't the only one that fucked the pooch last night. He wasn't the only one that fucked the pooch last night. But of course, I'm gonna put the focus on him because he was the reason for the stuff that's going on right now in LA. Mm-mm-mm. Boy, boy, boy. All right. James Harden last night played 36 minutes. He had 11 points in 36 minutes. Not only that, he commits 2 very costly turnovers. One in the 3:23 mark where they were down 4, 100-96. Then 2 minutes later in the like a minute 21 left in the game, he commits another turnover when they were down 4. I think at that point the game was 104-100. He commits a turnover, slips and falls on the ground, loses the ball, turns it over to the Nuggets. Mm-mm-mm. told y'all that, Lord. So Paul George only had 6 points last night in 37 minutes. Paul George, what the fuck is that? 6 points in 37 minutes? And most of your points came from the free throw line. Just unacceptable. You make over $30 million and you only score 6 fucking points. Lord have mercy, man. Paul George was 2 of 13 from the field last night. You mean to tell me Reggie Jackson outplayed Paul George and James Harden? Reggie Jackson was 15 of 19 from the field, 3 of 4 from the three. You mean to tell me Reggie fucking Jackson outplayed Paul George last night? But that's what y'all paid $30 million for, right? James Harden single-handedly wrecked that goddamn team, man. He wrecked them. Bones Highland did not play last night. You would think that'd be a nice little revenge run for Bones Highland, because Bones Highland used to be a Denver Nugget. They drafted him out of VCU. Norman Powell couldn't hardly get no run. He barely cracked 20 minutes. You guys is trash. The Clippers are fucking trash. Hell, Michael Porter Jr., to his discredit, had a horrible game last night. He was 3 of 13, only had 8 points. Destroyed my parlay on Prize Picks, for crying out loud. No Jamal Murray, no Nikola Jokic, no Eric Gordon, and the Denver Nuggets still beat the goddamn Clippers. I'm telling you, I think there's something going on, because for some reason, the Clippers cannot seem to find a way to beat the Denver Nuggets. They can't beat them in the regular season. They can't beat them in the postseason, right? Who can ever forget in the bubble when the Clippers had a 3-1 lead on the goddamn Nuggets and they let the Nuggets come back and win their series? Who can ever forget that? They still cannot find a way to shake the hex from the Denver Nuggets. This is the ultimate troll game right here, if you ask me. If you're the Clippers, you're supposed to be taking care of business. You're supposed to be taking care of business, and you let Reggie fucking Jackson. You see the thumbnail. This is not a typo. That's not something I created. That is his stat line last night. You let Reggie Jackson and DeAndre Jordan go off on you last night. You can't make this stuff up, man. Hey, man, if I'm goddamn on Steve Ballmer, hey, all them checks that you guys is getting, oh yeah, I want my refund. I want my goddamn refund. Matter of fact, they should pay all those people that went out to the game last night and watched that monstrosity. They should pay all those people that went to the game last night and watched that monstrosity, because that's unacceptable. You're supposed to be a championship contender. There ain't no way the Clippers are a championship contender. Anybody else that's out there saying that, and talk about, oh, they need more time and all that shit. The fuck out of here. You don't need no more time. Okay? Your time, the hourglass ran out. The hourglass ran out, okay? You're done. You're done. Okay? You're fucking done. Okay? You're done. I mean, at this point, y'all need, man, look, Tyronn Lue need to do something different. This right here, this cannot continue. If Tyronn Lue really want to keep his job, which I don't think he want to keep his job. I think he wants to get far away from this shit. I think he wants to get far, far away from this shit. Yeah, Carla, you had to know that Reggie Jackson had some kind of thing against the Clippers. Remember, they traded him to the Detroit. No, they ain't traded him. He fucking, yeah, he was traded to the Pistons, and the Pistons ended up buying out his contract. Not the Pistons, the Hornets. He went to the Hornets. That's what it was. They traded him to the Hornets in that Mason Plumlee deal. That's right. For those who may not be aware, when Reggie Jackson was on the Clippers, he was traded to the Charlotte Hornets in that goddamn Mason Plumlee deal, and the Hornets ended up buying him out. That's how he ended up on the Nuggets. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, and get this, y'all, right? Guess what? Reggie Jackson has that Russell Westbrook don't got, James Harden don't got, and Paul George don't got. Reggie Jackson got an NBA championship. That's something that James Harden can't say, Paul George can't say, and Russell Westbrook can't say. Kawhi can say that he got two on two different teams. But Tyronn Lue, man, look, bro. Hey, you need to do something, bro. Tyronn Lue, you need to do something, man, because that is what you got going on. That shit ain't gonna last long. It's not gonna last long. So you need to do something before this thing really falls off the rip. Man, put James Harden on the bench. That motherfucker ain't doing shit. James Harden out there just stinking up the joint. Put his ass on the bench. You ever thought about doing that? You ever thought about putting James Harden on big titty ass on the bench and have Russell Westbrook back in the starting lineup? Then have James Harden lead the second unit? He ain't doing shit. That motherfucker out there getting his cardio on. How you scored 20 points in 2 fucking games? And he playing a butt ton of minutes. You playing a butt ton of minutes, and you out there stinking up the joint. But hey, you deserve to be a starter. Get the fuck out of here. And why Bones Highland can't get no run? Huh? What's up with Bones Highland? What's wrong with Bones Highland? Why Bones Highland can't get no run? Why Norman Powell can't get no extended run? See, you got these guys in uneven roles. Now you got these uneven performances. 1 minute, guy playing 25, 30 minutes. Another minute, the guy not playing. What the fuck? How the fuck the guy's going to have any kind of consistency? You saying Tyronn Lue got to go? Hey, Gavin Ace. Hey, not only he's playing too much iso ball, but he's playing too much small ball too. So let me get this straight. What happened to Zubac last night? Zubac put up a monster double-double, right? So DeAndre Jordan is getting all the rebounds and Zubac is on the bench. What the fuck is that shit? So not only you got too much ISO ball going on, you got too much small ball going on. I thought you were supposed to get away from the small ball lineup. Tyronn Poole? Huh? And then what took you so long to double team Reggie Jackson? You wait to the end of the game to try to double team Reggie Jackson. The motherfucker only been cooking you for over 30 points all fucking game. You wait to the end of the game to try to double team Reggie Jackson. And then the double team didn't work because James Harden wouldn't move his feet. James Harden let god dang on Reggie Jackson go right by him for a scoop layup, which made it 6 at that point. Oh yeah, that was the same possession. James Harden turned the ball over and had turned the ball over. So not only James Harden turns the ball over, he lets Reggie Jackson go down the lane and scoop up a reverse layup. We put the game at 6. Mm-hmm. Trash. What's up, Alex Heron? Trash. You hear me, LA Clippers? You guys are trash. Hey, I pretty much told anybody over the weekend, the Clippers will not make the playoffs. They won't. Hey, look, if somehow by the grace of God they get this thing together and they make the playoffs, I'll eat my crow. I'll eat the crow. I have no problem eat the crow if I'm wrong. But something in the back of my head tells me I ain't gonna be wrong on this one. Steve Ballmer is going to, man, look, if the Clippers don't make the playoffs, Steve Ballmer is going to fucking clean house. Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all come in, hit that like button. What you see on the thumbnail is not a typo, okay? This is nothing I generated. This one fucking happened last night. They let goddamn Reggie Jackson and DeAndre Jordan put up monster double-doubles. DeAndre Jordan had a 20-point double-double. Who thought DeAndre Jordan was going to put that up last night? I mean, he's blocking shots. He's getting rebounds. He's catching alleys. I mean, what? I was like, what in the fuck is going on? Michael Porter Jr. shot 3 of 13 last night, and they still won the game. DeAndre Jordan thought he was playing Lob City with Blake Griffin and goddamn on Chris Paul and shit. Hey man, y'all down bad right now. Hey Clippers, y'all are down bad. All right? Y'all are down bad. Paul George played like trash last night. So we need more consistent performances, right? You just can't have a game where Paul George plays like trash, Kawhi has a good game, and then another game, Kawhi plays like trash, and Paul George has a good game. And then somewhere in that, there might be a James Harden sighting. And then it was not lost upon me that Russell Westbrook shot an air ball from the free throw line last night. I like Russell Westbrook. You should be shooting air balls from the free throw line. You guys are trash. You hear me, LA Clippers? Look, As a lifelong Lakers fan, and no, we're not talking about the game last night. Fuck that. We talk about the Clippers. You guys are fucking trash. You will always be second in the LA. Always. The sooner you leave Staples Center, the better. I refuse to call it that, whatever name they got it now. It will always be Staples Center. Shit. The sooner y'all leave Staples Center, the better. But this is, I mean, that is unacceptable. Okay? I'm just gonna keep that 100. Anybody that even remotely watches basketball knows or should know that performance last night the Clippers put on was unacceptable. Goddamn Reggie Jackson turning back the clock on y'all ass. So who the Clippers got next? Let me see who the Clippers got next. Let me see. Make sure you hit that like button too. Oh, y'all got Sacramento. Y'all got to go to Sacramento? Well, the Kings on the front end of a back-to-back. They got Golden State, so I don't know. Y'all might win that game, but then again, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that you win that game. We thought y'all was gonna beat the Nuggets, so I don't know if you're gonna beat the goddamn Kings tomorrow night. Like I said, the Sacramento Kings on the front end of a back-to-back. They got Golden State at home tonight, and then they turn around and play the Clippers tomorrow night. Then you go to Golden State on November. So the Clippers is going to have 3 games in 4 nights. They're going to have 3 games in 4 nights because they played last night, right? Lose to the Nuggets at home with no DeAndre, no Jokic, no Aaron Gordon, no Jamal Murray, right? Then you go to tomorrow night. You go see the Clippers, and then on Thursday night, which is the second end of a back-to-back. So, hey, one of them guys may not play. You play the Warriors, and I think that's a nationally televised game. So the way I see it, on that front end of a back-to-back, going against the Clippers, going against the Kings, is that game on TV? That game is not on TV. Somebody's sitting. Somebody gonna sit. I don't know if it's Kawhi Leonard. I don't know if it's Paul George. James Harden don't normally sit out games barring injury. So that's the one thing I'll give to Bama. He don't just sit games out. But in my opinion, somebody gonna sit tomorrow. Now who gonna sit? I don't know. We just have to see when the injury report come out. Somebody has some contusion or some shit. Or a sore knee. Or a bum ankle. Something. But we'll see who sits tomorrow night when they play the Sacramento Kings. But they got some soul searching to do. Because you can't be doing that shit. You can't be losing games like this and expect me to think that you're going to be a playoff contender, let alone an NBA championship threat. Yeah. Huh. And what were the Clippers thinking even trading for this guy? Considering that James Harden is a home wrecker. The way he left Houston, the way he left Brooklyn, this motherfucker came to the Clippers after the trade from the 76ers talking shit about how he couldn't get how he couldn't lead the offense and shit. This dude had the audacity to say that he left the Clippers because the Clippers wouldn't let him be him because he's not a system player. He is the system. Let him tell it. James Harden says he's not a system player. He is the system. And that the 76ers put no faith and trust in him. Well, guess what, James Harden? They did put their faith and trust in you. That's why Doc Rivers gotten fired. You left a team that had the reigning MVP on it. And you sitting up there talking about they ain't let you cook, they didn't have no faith and trust in you. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't gonna let you sit up here and gaslight these people like that, saying that stupid ass shit when we know we saw with our own two eyes, motherfucker! Huh? We know we saw. You are a notorious playoff choke artist. Okay? I've been saying this for years now, and I have not wavered. I have not deviated. James Harden is a notorious playoff choke artist. And now it seems like what he's doing in the postseason is seeming to find his way into the regular season as well. You mean to tell me 20 points in 2 fucking games? But you the system, right? You the system. The system's broken if you ask me. Talk about he the system. He can't even get 10 points in a fucking game in 36 minutes. But he the system, no. Let him tell it. Oh, we got to let James be James. No, you do not. You do not want him being him. Okay? Because if you let him be him, you need to ask Kevin McHale how that worked out. You need to ask Doc Rivers how that worked out. Ask Mike D'Antoni how that worked out for him. When you let James be James. Huh? Ask Steve Nash how that worked out for him. When you let James be James and let him cook. Huh? So I just got a question. What in the hell was Lawrence Frank thinking pulling the trigger on this shit? He ain't had enough with Norman Powell. He ain't had enough with goddamn Bones Highland. He ain't had enough with Terrence Mann. And Robert Covington and Nicholas Batum. He ain't had enough there. You bring a guy in that loves strip clubs and honey buns and lemon pepper chicken wings and shit. I mean, how you supposed to take somebody seriously when they run around with a dude named Lil Baby? Grown ass man named Lil Baby, and he running around with him. Then at 2 a.m, you see him in some club have some big titties in his face. And 2:30 is gonna be titty milk going down the side of his bed. Swear to fucking God, man. Look, they better write this ship. All right, I'm telling you right now, they better write this ship because if this shit continue, Steve Ballmer is gonna blow this thing up sooner rather than later. And then here's another question for everybody that's like, well, we need to trade James Harden. How you gonna trade him? The dude's on an expiring deal. Who's going to take on this kind of problem on an expiring deal? Ain't no contenders going to pick him up. What contender's going to pick him up? And damn sure no young team is going to pick him up. So the Clippers are stuck. They're stuck with this guy. They are stuck with this guy. They're stuck. They only got themselves to blame for this shit. That's right. They only got themselves to blame for this shit. Man, look, I still can't wrap my head around the fact that Reggie fucking Jackson had a 35-point double-double last night. Reggie fucking Jackson. Crunchy Black. I clearly there's no sense of accountability there. Clearly. There's no sense of accountability there. There's just not. I mean, you just can't look. Kawhi Leonard, this is supposed to be their team. This is supposed to be Kawhi Leonard and Paul George's team. They're supposed to be the team leaders and all that. And you mean to tell me they can't grab the bull by the horns and reel this shit in? Paul George had 8 points last night in 37 minutes. He's not above reproach either. PG-13, motherfucker, you played like rated G last night. There's a reason why people out here calling you way off P. Oh no, old man. Oh no. No. He is not off the hook. He's not off the hook. He's not. The rotations, the small ball lineups, when you got a guy in DeAndre Jordan out there getting all these rebounds, no, he's not off the hook. Absolutely not. He is absolutely not off the hook. But then conversely, your best players got to play, right? So, and this leads me to my final point before I have to get off of here, right? So whenever I hear, Phil Jackson, he has to have Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan, and that's how he won all his championships. Well, get a load of this. Get a load of what happens when you got 4 potential Hall of Famers on your fucking team and you don't have a good coach. And then after these guys' playing days are over, we're going to get documentaries about the missing rings, the LA Clippers. What's up, DeMar Ellis? That's what we're going to get. The 2023-24 LA Clippers, the missing rings. That's what we're going to get. So yeah, coaching matters. When the Lakers had Del Harris, when they had Shaq and Kobe and the Lakers had Del Harris, Lakers was getting swept in the Western Conference semis and getting swept in the Western Conference finals. He gets fired. They bring in Phil Jackson, and what happened? Lakers win championships. Lakers going on 3 peats of shit. How many times we see good teams? The Clippers not a good team right now, but follow my point here. How many times we see good teams fall short because of bad coaching? So if anybody that's sitting up there talking this shit about, Phil Jackson had to have Michael Jordan, he had to have Kobe Bryant, just know he's a great coach. That's why they've won. Phil Jackson has never missed the playoffs. In his whole time coaching in the NBA, he's never missed the playoffs. Never. So that's how you debunk goofy ass fucking talking points from these charlatans up here. But yeah, James Harden, Paul George, look, and I still don't know for the life of me how James Harden is a top 75 NBA player. Can anybody tell me how James Harden is a top 75 NBA player? Because I'm still trying to put the piece of that jigsaw puzzle together. Huh? How in the fuck is this dude a top 75 NBA player all time? Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, I'm pissed off. I'm not even a fucking Clippers fan. That's how mad I am right now. Y'all supposed to beat the hell out the Nuggets last night, but instead you get your ass whooped at home by Reggie fucking Jackson. Mm-mm-mm. Lord have mercy. Hey man, you guys let me know what y'all think about this shit, man. Cause hey, this ain't over yet. This ain't over yet. Y'all better not lose to the Kings tomorrow night. Y'all lose to the Sacramento Kings tomorrow night, I'ma really be on your ass. But then again, hey, they might take advantage of the fact that the Kings are playing in the back-to-back, and hey, they might go and clean this shit up. I don't put no faith in that, but hey, we've seen stranger shit happen. And James Harden, cut that goddamn beard off. You running around here looking like a black Osama bin Laden. Cut that goddamn beard off. You ain't the beard no more. You the problem. You ain't the beard no more. You ain't the system. You just a goddamn problem. You is the fucking hemorrhoid in my asshole. Now, if you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platform. Thank everybody for tuning in. Shouts out to the LDBC Lions Day basketball community. This your man. Scream at me. Oh!